What's up, everybody? And I know it's holiday time, so I know the spending is up. Hopefully, not way too up. But I'm coming here to tell people be careful with your spending. Don't break the bank. Spend less. Don't go above your means. I know it's the holidays and people trying to please everybody. Everyone's trying to make sure the kids are happy, the friends and family, trying to get all of the last minute gifts. But don't forget about your responsibilities, your bills. Don't be late on anything just because you're getting that one gift. And so now you got to make the late payment. You're going to be late on electric bill, light bill, gas, or whatever. Mortgage, rent. Don't do it. Set yourself a budget. Don't let that one gift put you over the top. And now you saying you're going to be late on something because you want to make sure everyone was happy for Christmas. Especially you want to make sure your son and your daughter had everything they wanted. But we got to listen to reason here and not break the bank. Please don't break the bank. Break your bank for Christmas. Over the years, I done heard so many people talk about come January after the new year, Christmas broke me. People picking up overtime shifts to make up for money that they spent during Christmas. Talking about the holidays broke me. Because it didn't just start with Christmas. It starts back at Thanksgiving. And that food add up, especially this year with inflation. And you got some people that prepare the whole meal, they buy everything, and then others just come over to eat. You better start having people, if that's you, bringing dishes so you not buying the entire meal for that Thanksgiving dinner. It starts right there and then makes its way all the way into New Year's Day. It's just money constantly being spent. You all are doing too much, spreading your bank accounts way too thin. Spend less. That's my words of advice. I probably made this video too late. I should have made it earlier in December because so many of you are probably already over the hill already. It's too close to Christmas Day and you've already spent too much. Give yourself a ceiling when it comes to these holidays. Please practice that for 2025 holiday time as well. Get that in your mind. I hear so many people, it almost sounds like it's a holiday competition because people are looking at gifts being posted on Facebook and Instagram and what people got their kids, and now you trying to compete with their kids with yours, trying to say, look at everything that we bought. So now you got over 20 presents under the tree, too much money spent. Get out of this holiday competition as well. It's not even about any of that. And while you parents, I'm just talking to the parents out here overspending on gifts, buy your son or daughter a stock or two, a share of stock or two for Christmas. Do it every Christmas. Do it for their birthday too. Leave it alone and let it grow. It's an asset. Because you all up here spending way too much on that one last gift for your 6-year-old or your 7-year-old. You all buying a gift that is going to be obsolete this time Christmas 2025 because your son or daughter has no longer interested in it. And that's the gift you bought that put you over the top, and now you talking about the holidays broke you, or I'm going to have to be late on this because I want my kids to have a good Christmas. Stop all of that. Live below your means. People out here crashing out over gifts. And also, besides stock, buy them some cryptocurrency. Some Ethereum or XRP. I have XRP. And sit back and watch that grow. So you get a return on your investment. Because everything that everyone's buying for the holidays, it's going to lose its value. And people out here complaining in January, all of these adults, women and men, talking about how they're broke right now. They got to wait to catch back up because you going all out from November to December. Because after the Thanksgiving, if you don't spend all of that money on the food, then it's the Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and the deals continue. You get some 30% off, 40% off, but it still all adds up, and you all get drawn into that, and you break your bank. Now, you don't want to be that person in January that can't really do much, or you trying to borrow money to make up for the holidays. That's not a good feeling. You don't want to be in that position. I've never been in that position come January when I'm like, man, December done came around and I done, did a lot. So now my pockets is short, I'm trying to save back up. No. You all trying to save back up come January, and then you waiting on March to file your taxes, waiting on your W-2s in February. So now you look into that to try and recoup some of that holiday money that you spent. So now you living paycheck to paycheck and waiting to file taxes to help you get some type of relief, some type of money. And so, we really need to stop doing this. I'm begging people, please stop it. All these stories I done heard over the years from people talking about how they're broke now. I had to get my kids all of this for Christmas and all of that, the Christmas shopping. We're too old for that. We really are. You out here breaking the bank for holidays, it's over for that. You see inflation, and the Federal Reserve said they're only doing 2 cuts in 2025 instead of 4. That's why the stock market fell. That doesn't mean not to get your kids some stock. Now they cheaper when the market falls. It fell 1,100 points this week. So, you can buy low, sit on it, and watch it grow high. But still, that's just a sign of where things are at and where things are going up and down. A lot of times it's going down. Now the Fed is trying to get the inflation down to 2%. But now that might not happen until 2026, maybe 2027, because they slowing the rate cuts. Interest rates on stuff is still high. Some homes are between 6 and 7% interest if you're trying to get a home in 2025. And that's fine, but that's one thing that's on your agenda. We definitely can't be going broke over the holidays if that's your next thing to do. You want to be a homeowner in 2025 where you're trying to move. But even if you aren't, forget all of that. We need to stop this whole mentality. I don't know if it's a competition and everybody just trying to buy. And so you can say that, hey, this is what it looks like under my Christmas tree. I mean, come on now. It's not a competition. But people go on the internet, they scrolling again through their Twitter, now it's called X, your Instagram and your Facebook, or Threads. You scrolling and you seeing all the other gifts under people's trees, and you trying to make sure that you keep up, I guess. Knowing you got to pay the ComEd for the electric bill. And the electric bills are higher this time of year because people got lights on the bushes in their front yard, if you got a front yard, or they got them in the windows and on the tree too. And so that stuff is always on. And so now that's an extra charge. And so now you telling me you're going to be late on your ComEd bill because your Christmas bill is however many dollars. It's over $1,000. Because you're trying to please everybody. And you can please everybody without breaking the bank. Or maybe almost everybody, but we need to stop doing this. All of these after Christmas broke stories that I've heard over the years come January, and it's cold in January. and now your bank account is cold too, and now you depended on income tax, which is gonna get you out of all of your debt. You know, it's a nice amount to get, but no, we got to be smarter and stop with this competition with gifts during this time. It's not even about that, as we all know. But, you know, that's part of it. And a lot of people probably couldn't even function if I said take all of the gifts out of it. You can buy the food and you all get together with friends and family and talk about good times and say what you're thankful for and say Merry Christmas. But no gifts. We just got food and music, television, all of that, and each other. But certain adults and children might get mad at that because they didn't get something under the tree. You know, certain adults turn into children at this time if they don't get something for Christmas too. So, you know, it's a lot of adult children out here. So you got that part. But regardless of that, don't break the bank on anything. Don't break your bank as an individual. You in a relationship, you all need to talk that out and set a budget. And if you parents too, then teach your kids that. Let them know, hey, everything that you wrote out on this list, you will not get. And then just explain why. You can use the holidays as a very teachable moment for finances, especially if you got a son, daughter. But people are not doing that. People just go out here trying to satisfy themselves and others, and then regret it come January looking at their bank account. But you all are doing this every holiday. The lesson is still not getting learned. Still no budgeting. Then you call yourself making a New Year's resolution to want to make more money, but you don't know how to manage what you already have, and it shows come December. So I don't get it. So I'm hoping people who haven't jumped out the window already and you see this video, cut it off. Christmas Day is almost here. Cut off the spending. That's it. Whatever under the tree right now, when you watch this video, let that be. Maybe some stuff you done shipped off. I hope it's been delivered safely. That's it. Because then you still got to take into account Christmas dinner and stuff like that. If you still got to go to the grocery store. Let's see, with Christmas, it's a double whammy. Thanksgiving, it starts there. You just spending hundreds of dollars on food. Now Christmas comes, you spend hundreds of dollars on food, and now you got gifts. Plus all your bills. You got people out here spending their mortgage, and then a mortgage worth of gifts, and then maybe $300 worth on food. If we having Christmas dinner or whatever, if they coming over to your spot, or I don't know, maybe some of you all just responsible for one dish at least, and you taking that over to someone else's home. But some people are hosting, and then the host tends to spend the most money on the food. And like I'm saying, if you got people coming, hopefully you all done map this out already. If people come to your home for Christmas Day, friends and family, have somebody bring at least something. Don't you sit up there and buy all the food and then prepare it. That's too much money out of your pocket. Whatever people are bringing, And some people you might not say, hey, you don't need to bring no food, whatever the case may be. And maybe those people bring something to drink. I don't know. But don't you take on that whole burden if you're hosting Christmas Day at your home. That's all I'm saying. Because all of this is just going to snowball into January after the holidays. Lessons still not learned. And you making little mini speeches about how you broke from the holidays and all of that. Like, stop it. And again, with these that one toy that's breaking the bank for your child, again, you You getting this for your 6-year-old and your 7-year-old, you know, they won't even be paying attention to that toy this time in 2025. So think about that and how much you're spending. Most of these gifts for the kids aren't going to last anyway. They outgrow them. So keep that in mind too. When you out here trying to break the bank on your children or compete with other people's kids because you saw what they got on Facebook that they bought their kids. People are definitely, this is definitely a flexing time of year. They call it the most wonderful time of the year. People are out here trying to stunt too with what's under the tree to prove, I guess, how much money they have. And then so many people don't have the type of money that you, not that they saying they amount, but once you see it, now everybody else up here trying to count pockets and pocket watch and be thinking how much did all of that cost, and now you figure you got to keep up. And like I said, there's no holiday competition, but people still want to get out here and break their bank. And then in January, we want to try and borrow money from other people when you did this to yourself. But people don't have no money to necessarily lend out just because you didn't think enough to not break your own bank. That's why I'm telling you, please don't do it. Cut off. You should be done by now. Your shopping, Christmas shopping. You should set a date to be done with all of that. You shouldn't still be out here on the 24th spending money. It's over. Because you don't want to be that person that come January trying to borrow money because you went overboard in December. But people continue to do this year after year. I don't know what it is, and people will tell themselves the next year, I'm not doing this. I'm going to be smarter with my money. But then I don't know, the holidays come around and you get in the holidays, DAZE, and you got this silent competition trying to outdo people in whatever they're buying. And you can blame social media for this because people are in silent competitions with each other on social media. And they don't even know it. It's in their subconscious. And so you seeing everything on timelines right now. What people bought, and this is going to be the best Christmas ever. It's like everybody's trying to top the last Christmas with this gift and that gift. So, you know, it's a material competition. Be that as it may, you all need to get smarter about how you compete. Shouldn't be competing at all. I'm not. But you all said you want to break the bank. Who you trying to impress? I don't know. I guess you're just trying to impress your circle, impress friends and family. Some of you all trying to impress people who don't even like you. And you may say, well, I got my circle who I'm around. But remember, social media got everybody connected to people who they haven't seen since second grade. So you got somebody you haven't seen since 7 years old, but you all connected on Instagram. And so whatever gifts you posting in 2024, you can see theirs and they can see yours. You all haven't seen each other since you were 7 years old. But we know whatever we put on these internets, it's a possibility somebody from way back can still see it. And so now this person may not even care for you, yet you just trying to make sure you keep up a certain image on there. So you got to make sure you post pictures of all of these gifts you bought. But then you're going broke in the process. And no one's telling that story after the holidays. You're just talking about it's been a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Putting on the front because you didn't manage your Christmas spending. And so I'm hoping whoever this video finds that You manage your holiday spending better in 2025. Manage it throughout 2025. So when you get to November 2025, you already have shown some discipline and you know exactly how much money you want and what you have to do to get there, how much you need to save to get there, and what's going to put a dent in your pockets, and knowing that, you know, okay, let me not go that far. And then just explain to your kids, if you have them, hey, this is where it's at, and it's a good teachable moment for them when it comes to finances. Buy them stocks, like I said. I have those. Cryptocurrency, XRP is good. I have that. And when, like I say, when stocks do crash and now they on sale for cheap, that's an opportunity to get you some and some for your son and your daughter. And go from there. Sit on it. Let it grow. That'll stop your bank from being broken. But the way everybody is operating now, you're going to continue to break your bank every holiday season. Don't do that. Set a ceiling for yourself. If you're in a relationship, y'all two, that lady and that man, you all need to talk it out and understand, hey, this is where we drawing the line at this year, because you all probably got other goals for the next year. Maybe a rental property, you're trying to start a business. You want to have funds available for things that are going to give you a return investment so you can make more money. And making more money doesn't mean that you go out and still break the bank. Maybe you can afford more gifts now, but again, no matter how much more money you now have at your disposal from the holidays, always set a ceiling. That's how you leave room to grow and make more money, because you didn't go above. Because people got this tendency, once there's more money now to spend, you got to match that. So the holidays got to look like the amount of money you have saved up. No. Stop doing that. Again, you got this silent competition going on, that you're taking pictures of your tree and what's under it, and you're putting that on the internet. And so you start to see all of these holiday posts and people looking, scrolling, looking at what's under the tree, and oh, that box looked big, how much did that cost, all types of stuff. And then on Christmas Day, you see posts of people where they're unboxing and people got on their new earrings and they doing little Christmas unwrapping videos, stuff like that. And everybody watching, trying to see, okay, you know, get out of this holiday competition and causing you to go broke. The broke doesn't hit you until sometime in January, though. That's when holidays wear off and you like, I overdid it. Christmas broke me. And like I told you all, I've heard so many of those stories from men and women over the years. People be texting that to other people trying to borrow money. I remember I got a text one year. The lady friend of mine wasn't trying to borrow any money, but she gave me the whole sob story about gonna have to be late, and she was cool with being late on the light bill because she want her son to have the best Christmas ever. But I didn't think that was smart on her behalf. We not being late on bills for the holidays, especially not the light bill, paying ComEd. So I don't get it. I wish I still had that text, but you know, I don't have it anymore. But that's one text I got sent some years ago. But I'm just telling you, over and over, just the different stories I done heard, not just through a text message, just other people. You catch them in January having a conversation, and they talk about how much they spent, and they going down the line like a Rolodex of who they bought things for, and they just overdid it. You did too much. And I know that's not a good space to be in or a good feeling to have once January get here. And that's not where we want to be at. If you're making a resolution, you want to be starting on that in January, like preparing yourself to reach new heights, not with the Christmas broke me story. So now I'm out here trying to pinch pennies until I get back on a good foot. But you want to make everybody happy. I understand, I get it. But what are you doing to yourself in the process? We have to stop this. Just like I said, I ain't never been in no January and been like, man, Christmas broke me. No, I don't allow that. It's not a good feeling to be in. Will make me look irresponsible. And so no, that's not what we're doing. And I'm hoping you all are not doing that either. I hope you all take this video to heart, learn something from it, spend less, stop chasing stuff that they showing you on these internets. I know they showing you everything. Everything's being advertised right now. They advertising something while I record this video. Last minute gifts and all of that. Come on now. And then I didn't even touch on what you got to spend if you traveling. You driving, how much you gonna spend for gas. You flying, that plane ticket, the hotel. Hopefully you all going to someone's home, but everybody isn't. Some people gonna be close to that someone's home, that family member or friend, but you staying in a hotel. So I didn't even add the travel costs for the holidays. I forgot about that. And so if you want to travel, that's fine. But then you should really be putting everything into perspective. Travel costs, the gifts you bringing with you to wherever you're going. You might not be spending that much on food since you're going to someone else's home, but I don't know, you might be putting on for some food. So the stuff just adds up. Airline tickets, all of that. And so all that leads to the I'm broke after Christmas stories. Breaking the bank. And you all do this every year. Still haven't learned your lesson. The retailers love it, but they're making good business, and I'm not wishing for anyone to go out of business. But the retailers are smart. The shoppers, you all have to be smart too and balance it out. Because this whole I'm broke after Christmas thing, that's not what's up. It's not a good look. If you're a parent, you don't want to be telling your children that, because that just creates bad spending habits with them. You can look at all of these holidays as a teachable moment, really. And, I hear those stories from the parents. I want to give my kids what I never had, and I understand that. But then when you go broke in January, that's what you came from. And so you keep going back to that. Why? So you get them the gifts you didn't get, but at the same time, now you're struggling come January. You get back on your feet. It takes some months. Income tax come in, that helps. And I don't know if you're picking up overtime or now people just actually trying to save and not go out as much in January. By February, you get a month in, you might be a little bit better because you're getting ready for the Super Bowl party. And you're not spending so much on that unless you're trying to go to the game. It's in New Orleans next year. Kendrick Lamar's performing. Those tickets cost a lot, so that's another thing. But other than that, no, let's just be smarter out here with these spending habits November through December. Spend less. Please don't break your bank. And then when it come around trying to borrow a couple of dollars from people and all of that. No, that's not a good look. And a lot of people not gonna have a couple of dollars to lend to you, especially if they in the same situation as you. And even if they're not, that's why. And so they're not trying to bail you out over spending mistakes that you don't have nobody else to blame but yourself. So let's be a little bit more financially literate. Not just with the holidays, but we can start there. Pay attention. This economy is not the best. I told you about inflation, but people still want to be hard-headed and never lower your means because you want to compete and you want to look a certain way, and you can't wait to post your Christmas goodies and foods you made and all of that on these internets just to show, hey, look how my Christmas is compared to yours. It's not about that. And I don't know, maybe you can blame the media for part of that, making Christmas a competition, and it's not. Make the holidays a competition. It starts in November. So please get out of that mindset. Don't crash out over the holidays. Don't crash out your bank account either. And just, take a step back. And if you're done with your holiday shopping as of right now, write down everything. Just look at how much you've spent. Take a look at that as well to try and give you some idea of, okay, was it all necessary this time in 2025 for the holidays? Can I lower that? Am I able to lower that? And you might have more money this time next year, but that don't mean you increase, like I said, the spending. No, you still lower your lifestyle. Everybody's so busy, you want everybody to see them looking the part. You feel you got this extra, so everybody needs to see that I have it, without actually just taking a screenshot of your checking and savings account and putting that on the internet. But people need to see that, hey, yeah, I am living that life. And so that's where that whole competition comes in at. Cut all of that out. And everybody grow up. Please mature. Watch where your money is going. If you're a parent, this would be a great lesson to your children. And just on December 25th, once it gets here, take a moment to relax and then just take in what I'm saying in this, what I've said in this video as you process Christmas Day and being around friends and family. And then just telling your circle that's around you, what you appreciate about them, and just having a good time watching football. I think NBA is on Christmas Day too. You go back again and telling them what you're thankful for, like you did on Thanksgiving. Just Christmas is the same, except, you got the gifts added, and it's Jesus' birthday. All of that rolled into one. So that's just something that, take into mind and be mindful of. And, if it helps, get around your circle, see if you can get them on the same page where none of you all are really spending above your means once you all come together on Christmas Day. Everybody kind of is all balanced out, because we don't want nobody in January saying, man, Christmas broke me. We tired of that. Don't be trying to borrow no money with somebody come January. We tired of that. Be smarter with your holiday shopping. Don't let these deals and these 30% off, 30% off, 40% off, emails with deals. I'm getting emails with deals all the time, last minute. You can get this much off. We can get it there by Christmas Eve. Yeah, they do all type of things to reel you in. Be disciplined. That's all I'm saying. I want everybody to get their money up and keep their money up. That's for real. And so some people will listen, some won't. But I guess everybody's gonna go down how they live, one way or the other, I guess. What a time to be alive, right? But like I always say, everything as supposed to be. Spend less, watch your account. I'm out. Let me know down in the comments. Have you learned this lesson the hard way? Are you saving? Did you save more? Did you spend less this holiday than you did in 2023? Or did you go over? Do you have stories of your own of suffering financially after the holidays? Do you have people come trying to borrow from you in January after Christmas? I want to know your stories and everything you went through with holiday spending down in the comments. Let me know how are things going right now in 2024. Tell me your story. Share it down in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Facts or feelings, all one word, no spaces. Put that in the YouTube search. Facts or feelings, one word, no spaces. This channel comes right up. And again, happy holidays. I'm out.